My school nurse said I was faking it. Then my heart stopped in the hallway. The notification appeared on my Apple Watch during first period calculus. Irregular heart rhythm detected. It is recommended you contact your doctor. The watch had been buzzing all morning with warnings I'd been ignoring for 3 days now. High heart rate 189 BPM. Low heart rate 54 BPM. Irregular rhythm. The numbers jumped around like they couldn't decide what my heart was supposed to be doing. I pressed my palm against my chest and felt it hammering, then stuttering, then racing again. Something was definitely wrong, but I'd convinced myself it was just stress from college applications and AP exams. By lunch, my watch had logged 14 irregular rhythm notifications. I sat in the cafeteria with my best friend Zara. My chest felt tight, compressed, like someone had wrapped rubber bands around my ribcage. Every few minutes, my heart would do this weird flip-flop thing that made me catch my breath. Zara noticed me rubbing my sternum. "You okay? You look really pale." I showed her my watch. The heart rate graph looked like a seismograph during an earthquake, spiking and plummeting in jagged peaks. Her eyes widened. "Dude, that's not normal. You need to see the nurse." Nurse Campbell's office smelled like hand sanitizer and fake floral air freshener. She was typing on her computer when I knocked, not bothering to look up. Finally, she swiveled toward me with this expression like I'd already wasted enough of her time. "What's the problem?" I held out my wrist, showing her the watch face displaying my current heart rate of 178. "I've been getting these warnings for 3 days. My heart rate keeps jumping all over and my chest feels tight." She glanced at the watch for maybe 2 seconds before leaning back in her chair. "Smartwatches aren't medical devices. They're designed to make anxious teenagers panic. You're fine." I pulled up the health app on my phone, showing her the data from the past 72 hours. Dozens of irregular rhythm notifications. "But look at this. Something's definitely wrong. It never did this before." She barely looked at the screen before waving her hand dismissively. "Those devices have a huge false positive rate. Every kid comes in here now thinking they're having a heart attack because their watch told them so." My chest tightened more. My chest really hurts though, and I feel dizzy sometimes when I stand up. She typed something into her computer. "That's anxiety. Classic presentation. You're probably stressed about something. College applications? Boyfriend problems?" I wanted to scream. I wanted to demand she actually examine me, take my pulse manually, listen to my heart, do something besides dismiss me. "Can you at least check my blood pressure or something, just to make sure?" Nurse Campbell sighed like I'd asked her to perform open heart surgery. She pulled out the blood pressure cuff and wrapped it around my arm with unnecessary force. The cuff deflated. She unwrapped it. 120/75. Perfectly normal. "See? You're fine. You've worked yourself into such a state that you've convinced yourself something's wrong when there's absolutely nothing wrong." She turned back to her computer. Conversation over. "But what if it's not anxiety? What if something really is wrong with my heart?" Now she looked annoyed. "Listen, I've been a school nurse for 18 years. I see kids every single day who think they're dying because they felt their heartbeat or got a headache. 99% of the time, it's nothing. You are 16 years old. 16-year-olds don't have heart problems. They have anxiety problems. You need to stop obsessing over your watch and go back to class." I walked out of her office feeling worse than when I went in. The tightness in my chest hadn't gone away. My watch buzzed again. Irregular rhythm detected. I headed to AP English, wondering if maybe she was right. But Nurse Campbell was the medical professional. She'd done this for 18 years. Surely she knew better than a scared teenager with a smartphone. Fourth period was world history with Mr. Brennan. I kept my watch face covered by my sleeve, but I could still feel it buzzing against my wrist with notifications I wasn't allowed to check. The room felt too hot. My shirt collar felt too tight. I loosened my tie, trying to breathe deeper, but the pressure in my chest just kept building. Mr. Brennan was talking about the Treaty of Versailles when my vision started doing this weird tunnel thing, like I was looking through a paper towel tube. Breathing was getting harder. Each inhale felt shallow, insufficient. My heart was hammering now, fast and irregular, and I could feel it in my throat, in my temples, in my chest. The kid sitting next to me, Leo something, leaned over and whispered, "Yo, you good? You're really pale." I nodded, not wanting to cause a scene over what Nurse Campbell had assured me was just anxiety. Leo didn't look convinced. He raised his hand. "Mr. Brennan, I think Kieran needs to go to the nurse." Mr. Brennan looked up, saw my face, and his expression changed immediately. "Kieran, yes, go. Do you need someone to walk with you?" I shook my head and stood up too fast. The room tilted. The hallway was empty. Everyone in class. I leaned against the lockers trying to steady myself, but my legs felt wrong. Disconnected. My watch was going crazy against my wrist. Buzz after buzz after buzz. I pulled my sleeve up to look at it. Heart rate 203 BPM. Irregular rhythm. High heart rate alert. I pressed my hand against my chest and felt my heart racing, skipping beats, racing more. This wasn't anxiety. Something was actually wrong. I needed help. I needed to get back to Nurse Campbell and make her understand that this wasn't in my head. I took 2 steps toward her office and my heart just stopped. Full story is